Hello, in this video I will show you a very simple thing. It's a sort of C# basics, but it can be quite tricky and the use cases for that can be quite difficult to find as well. So just a little use case example, perhaps not exactly a real world example, and how to use it. Now this thing is called, maybe called a cast, or it may be called boxing and unboxing. And basically what you have here is a generic object type in C#, and then basically casting to some other type in C#. Say in this case we have a first example to string. Okay, now if we look at this, we have object. Okay, object type. Let's zoom in closer. We have object type, obj it's called, and that's test. Now it's object type, but it is a string. We all know it is a string, right? There is no need to convert anything. We have then a string, and we can assign obj to the string by casting it to the string. Okay, you do the cast. If it was a number, an integer for example, you could cast to an integer. Okay, so this is how it works. It doesn't seem very useful because it's not really very useful. It's not useful at all for such arrangement. Okay. Now we could also do this the other way around. You could cast string to object, and then you would have a generic object. Okay. But this use case example is perhaps a bit more exciting. We have a test method. Okay, test method, and as you can see, it returns an object. Now you can also see we have is string. Boolean is string. So if true, this method will return a string. Okay. If not true, if false, it will return a byte array. Now this is just a random byte array, so the string will return some random nonsense characters. Okay. But you should take a look at my course, C# interfaces course. Basically, you will see two different programs, two different class libraries implemented in different C# interface technologies, such as Blazor, WPF, and some other ones. And that will include a file signature application, a file signature generator example. And you'll see how this use case can be applied in a bit more of a real world scenario. Now the link is in the description. You can take a look at that. You should also take a look at my C# course, as well as my C# advanced course. Those are quite useful if you want to get started with C#, or if you want to improve your C# skills. Now, getting back to this again, we have a byte array, okay, random byte array, and if string, okay, if string is set to true, it will return a string, and if not, it will return a byte array. But in general, the return type is object, and that allows me to return any type I want. Okay, now once executed, the return value has to be cast to the desired result, okay, to the desired type. In this case, I choose true on is string, and therefore I cast to string. This is how it works. It is quite useful. Do check out that C# interfaces course. You will see this thing and several other C# tricks in there. It's quite exciting, and you'll gain a bit more experience with these different C# implementations, and you'll see some great differences between different C# interface technologies. Now with that said, we will conclude this video, and have a great day.